Tiwari going to discuss uh, in the subject chemistry. The topic is chemical substances and process. You know about the matter. In earlier classes, you had discussed about the matter, nature of the matter, and as per the definition of matter, we are going to talk about the matter. Matter. The definition of matter is that the anything material which acquires species has mass is known as matter. So there's the two highlights that it occupies spaces and has mass, right? On the basis of this definition, there's a wide range of the materials, the wide range of materials that can be called as matter when it acquires spaces and has mass, right? So if there is the wide range of the things are available, there is need of the classification to do better study in any area. If you want to do better study of the areas, then there is need of the classification. So matter can be classified on two bases, that is called as physical basis and chemical basis. So first of all, we'll discuss the physical classification of matter on the physical basis. So classification of matter, right? Matter. This is on the basis of physical. Yes. So classification of matter we are discussing is the physical classification. Physical classification of matter. And on the basis of physical classification of matter, matter consists in three parts. In general, at the level of class 7, that is known as solid, liquid, liquid and gases. Gas, solid, liquid and gas. That matter consists in three parts: solid, liquid and gas. At the higher level, matter consists in five parts, five states: solid, liquid, gas, as well as plasma state and Bose-Einstein condensate. Right? But the fundamental classification of matter on the basis of physical way, that is, matter consists in solid, liquid and gas. Solid is what? Solid is having definite volume and definite shape. Definite volume and definite shape means if you take two particles of the solid, then they are having high amount of the force of attraction and they are closely compacted with each other. That's why the solid is rigid by nature. It is rigid by nature. That's why we can be able to say that solid is having fixed volume and fixed shape, right? And if you talk about the liquid, if you take two particles of liquid, then there is the more spaces between the particles of liquid than the solid, and less spaces than gases. And the force of attraction, if we talk about the liquid, there is the force of attraction is available between the particles of liquid, but it is less than the solid. So the liquid is having no fixed shape but the fixed volume. Right? And now about the gas. Gas is quite different than the liquid and solid. If we do talk about the particle nature of the gas, then we'll see that the spaces between the two particles of gases are more than solid and liquid. That's why there is no force of attraction between particles of gas, and rather than they repel each other. So the volume and the shape is not fixed. No definite volume, no definite shape of the gases. That is the about the physical classification of matter. Now we'll discuss the chemical classification of matter, right? So next thing is, now we have already discussed physical classification of matter. Now we have to discuss chemical classification matter. Means matter can be classified on the chemical basis also. On the chemical basis of matter can be classified on two part, means it consists in two part, that is known as pure substance, right? This is the pure substance and substances and mixture, right? Mixtures means impure substances. Pure substance and impure substance, that can be called as mixtures. Pure substance and mixture. Matter consists in pure substances and mixtures. What is the pure substance? Pure substance is that type of the matter which is made of same kind of particle, that is known as molecules or atom. Right? Pure substance is that type of matter which is made of same kind of particles. The example of pure substance can be hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium oxide, nitrogen dioxide or carbon dioxide, water, etc. And the pure substance is having, you have seen that the two type of the things you are seeing, that the one atom or more than one atom, means one element and more than one element. Two things are two types of the things are seen in the pure substance. That's why pure substance again consists in two part, that is known as uh, element element and this is called as compound, right? Compounds, elements and compound. Element is that type of pure substance which is made of same kind of atoms, and compound is that type of the pure substance which is made of same kind of molecules. Well, earlier it was element was considered as a smallest substance of the matter, means element was so and so and so simple that it cannot be simplified by simplified. So element was considered as a very simplest substance. But after some time, uh, in modern era, element was having new definition, that element is having some more particles inside it, more smaller particles inside it, that atom is made, element is made of atom. Element is made of atoms. So the new definition is element is that type of pure substance which is made of same kind of atom particles. Right? Now you can write the element is made of atoms. Well, now atoms, the definition of atom is that atom is the smallest particle of the element which can take part in the reaction but cannot exist in the free state. Right? And as per the Dalton, it cannot be divided into simpler particles. That's why it was named as a atom. Atom. It cannot be divided. But in modern era, it can be divided into three fundamental particles: electron, proton, neutron. This is the definition about the atom. And now we can write that the atom is having three fundamental particles, that is known as electron, proton, and neutron. It is the symbol of the electron. You have listened, student, that we have discussed about the elements, and the fundamental particle of the atom is electron, proton, and neutron. Well, so about the electron, proton, neutron will be discussed in the higher classes. Now about compound. Compound is that type of the pure substance which is made of same kind of uh, uh, molecules. So you can define the compound, that is the bulk form of molecule is known as compound, right? So compound is made of bulk form of molecules, right? Molecules. Molecule is what? Molecule is the smallest substance, smallest particle of the compound which can not be able to take part in the reaction but can exist in the free state. It is made of the one or more than one atoms, right? So it is about the molecules. The example of molecule you can tell that as the S2O, Cl2, or C2S2, like that. There are lots of, there is more than 50 lakhs types of the molecules are present. And the example of the element you can see that that hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, you can write in this form. The atoms are written in this form: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, like that. There is the total number of the elements discovered as 118 elements, and the atoms of the element combined together, they form the molecules, and the bulk form of molecule is called as compound. You see that the component of the molecules, whatever their properties, the property of molecule is quite different than their components. Well, and they are available, they are combined together, chemically combined together. The atoms of the element chemically combined together, they form the molecules, and they are available in the molecule in the fixed ratio. This is all about the pure substances. Now, about the mixture. Mixtures are that type of the substance which are made of more than one pure substances without any proportion, without any fixed ratio. Right? So, this is about the mixtures. And mixture also consists in two parts, that is homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. You have learned in previous classes also. Homogeneous mixture is that type of mixture which in which the components of their components of that mixtures are available everywhere. The example of the homogeneous mixture is the water plus sugar, right? The example you can write that water plus sugar. And if you mix, dissolve sugar into the water, the form material is called as homogeneous mixture. And the example of heterogeneous mixture, as per their definition, that the definition of a heterogeneous mixture is that the components of the heterogeneous mixture are not available everywhere, and that's why they are called heterogeneous mixture. Example of heterogeneous mixture is sand plus water, sand plus water. So this is the all the um, classification, chemical classification of the matter. Now we should discuss also, we should be familiar with the atoms or the elements, right? Means the chemical symbol of the element we should known to us. So the chemical symbols had been given for the elements, which is known as that the shortcut form of the element. For in earlier times, the alchemist has given the symbol of the element as pictorial symbol, but in modern era, the symbols of element was written in the form of the alphabets way. That the first alphabet will be the symbol of the any element. If the first alphabet had been used, then the second alphabet will be written in the small form first and the second in the form of that way. So I am just showing you the symbols of the chemical symbols of the elements. Just you see here. Hydrogen is having symbol H, sodium is having Na, magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, calcium Ca, and potassium you see K, iron Fe, copper Cu, gold Au, silver Ag, carbon C, oxygen O, sulfur S, nitrogen N, phosphorus P, and chlorine Cl, bromine Br, iodine I. That's all about the chemical substances and process. Thank you.